name is Paige. I'm a 28-year-old housewife. My husband, Mark, and I have been married for 4 years. We don't have any children yet, but we're still so in love with each other. We spend our days together like newlyweds.
Paige, thank you for always packing bento lunches for me. Thanks to you, everyone calls me a very happy husband who's lucky to have you as my wife.
Really? Your colleague said that? I'm so happy. I might be a housewife, but I won't be lazy with my duties. I will continue to make our home a comfortable place for both of us, and I'll continue to make delicious bento lunches for you.
Thank you, Paige. You're the only one I love, now and forever.
I know, me too. Thanks, Mark. Mark and I communicate our feelings to each other like this. We have a very happy and healthy relationship. Not to brag or anything, but I think I'm the happiest woman in the world. But I've been thinking lately of wanting to have a baby soon. There are times when I look for the right time to tell Mark about this topic, but he always ignores and avoids talking about it. That day, too, I tried to talk about adding a new member to our family soon. Hey, Mark, my friend from high school contacted me. She told me that she gave birth to a healthy baby girl.
Is that so?
Yeah, apparently her husband dotes on her baby girl. That ever since their baby came into their lives, he goes home immediately after work.
Is that so?
That same friend asked me when I'm planning to have a baby. I had no idea what to answer her. If we're blessed with a baby, which do you prefer? Mark, a boy or a girl?
I wonder which. I haven't thought about that. You're still in your 20s too, so I'm sure you haven't really thought much about having a baby soon, right?
Well, yeah, I guess. But I've been thinking lately, though.
Really? Well then, let's talk about that next time when we have plenty of time to discuss it.
Just as I thought, he's trying to avoid this conversation again. When I talk to him about thinking of having a baby soon, Mark mostly replies with just, really, or is that so? And our conversation comes to a halt. While my friends from high school and college give birth to children, I feel left out and like I'm missing out on something. But despite that problem, my husband and I are happy together. We continue to have a good relationship, so I can't really say strongly about the topic to him. While I was thinking about this problem, I received an invitation for our class reunion. I decided to join the reunion, so I won't be home for one day. On the morning of the day of the reunion.
Good morning, Paige. You're going to your class reunion today, right? You'll come home tomorrow, so you won't be coming home tonight, right?
Good morning, Mark. Yeah, that's right. I won't be home tonight since the reunion will be held in my hometown, so I'll be staying at my parents' house, so I'll probably be back at around noon tomorrow. Should I cook dinner for you before I go?
Don't worry about me. I used to live alone when I was in college. I used to cook for myself, so don't worry. I'll be able to feed myself. More importantly, since you always take care of everything every day, have fun at the reunion, okay?
I will! Thank you! So I put on my makeup and wore my favorite clothes and attended the reunion. We updated each other on our current status. We talked about raising children and problems with our mothers-in-law. It felt so refreshing to talk to them again and share our struggles and happiness. We talked up a storm. In between food and drinks and conversation, I messaged Mark because he might be worried about me. That's when my best friends, Mary and Yasmin, sat next to me. Are you texting your husband again? Yeah, my husband is quite an anxious person. That is why I make sure to message him every time I get a chance to. This is what my husband and I have been doing since we got married. Is that so? I'm jealous. You've been married for 4 years now, but you're still acting like newlyweds. You're right. I'm the only woman for my husband. You're talking too fondly of your husband. I wish my husband talked about me like that too. You're right, Mary. Paige is so in love. I can't help it. But the two of you look happy too. I'm thinking of having children soon, but whenever I try to talk to my husband about the topic, he avoids it every time. What, really? Yeah. The other day when I tried to have that conversation with him again, he said that it's too early since I'm still in my 20s. Huh? Really? That sounds a bit fishy to me. Right? I think that sounds suspicious too. Huh? What do you mean? It was a casual remark I made. but Mary and Yasmin looked very serious when they said that it was suspicious. I had no idea at all what they meant. Could it be that your husband is cheating on you? Don't you think that's a possibility? That's the first thing I thought too. Paige, are you really alright? Something really smells fishy here. What? There's no way my husband is cheating on me. He always prioritizes me and loves me just as much as I love him. Also, he tells me every day that he loves me and that I'm the only one for him. Guys say those words all the time. It's very easy to say that, but that's not what we're talking about. That's right. What are you prioritizing right now, Paige? Huh? What do I prioritize right now? Well, I guess I want a baby soon. Yep, that's it. But your husband doesn't try to have a conversation with you about that topic. So I thought that he might not, That's what I think so too. I think I just heard the last thing I wanted to hear. That's how I felt after that. Actually, the three of us were thinking of hanging out more together. But I felt very anxious after hearing what my best friends told me. So I didn't stay at my parents' house, but I headed straight to him instead. As I was running towards the closest station, I received a message from Mark.
Paige, how's the reunion? Are you having tons of fun? You're probably hanging out with your best friends at a different venue by now. I already ate dinner and took a warm bath, and I'm about to head to bed.
Yeah, that's right, I'm hanging out with my best friends.
Got it. Don't drink too much, okay?
That's how our chat went. If you think about it without suspicion, it might sound like a very kind message from a concerned husband. But since my best friends Mary and Yasmin told me earlier about what my husband might be doing while I'm away, I can't help but be suspicious about my husband. I managed to hop on the last train of the day and headed home. I hope there's nothing for me to worry about. The anxiety welling up inside me is probably just nothing. I'm probably feeling a little nervous because of what my friends told me. My man would never do that. There's no way. There's no way in this world that my husband would cheat on me. With those thoughts swirling in my head, I slowly opened the front door of our house. However, the moment I opened the door, the first thing I saw was a pair of pink heels at the entrance. Of course, I was shocked because they weren't mine. I slowly tiptoed into the living room where I heard voices. Hey, are you sure your wife won't find us out? What if her schedule changes and she comes home tonight?
Don't worry about that. My wife told me that she's still with her friends. Besides, the last train already arrived, so I'm sure she'll stay at her parents' house tonight. Everything's fine. There's nothing for you to worry about, Kylie.
Really? If you say so.
Besides, you're the only one that I love, Kylie. You know that you're the only one for me, right?
Yes, I know. I have a family too, so we won't have any problems as long as we continue the relationship like this. This is what I hear from the other side of the door. Based on what the woman said, does that mean she's married too? So that means it's a double affair. I was so furious that I wanted to kick the door open and obliterate them. But despite all these emotions raging like a storm inside me, I somehow managed to keep calm and think of an idea. I won't miss out on such a huge opportunity for revenge. By acting out my emotions and impulses in the moment without thinking about the consequences that follow, this is why I decided to let Mark swim in the water for now, and I slowly tiptoed back out of the house. Of course, I bravely took a video of the two of them having an affair, but despite the evidence and a bit of leverage over this situation, I still can't believe that what Mary and Yasmin had suspicions about was true. I'm so ashamed of myself right now. I can't believe that I believed Mark with all my heart and I ended up getting my heart broken. I can't believe he deceived me. I stayed at a hotel that night and I worked out a plan. The next day, I asked for that woman to be investigated. I learned that the woman's name is Kylie and that she's 33 years old and married. What shocked me the most was that she works as a clerk in the same company as Mark. What's more is that Kylie's husband works in the same company as well, and her husband is actually Mark's boss. The more evidence I had, the more I thought that the revenge would be worth it. The next day, I arrived home looking like I didn't know what happened the night before. My husband has no idea that I know what he's been doing. He acted like how he always does.
Paige, how was the reunion? Did you have tons of fun? You haven't met your friends in a long time, so I'm assuming you had plenty to talk about and had a lovely conversation.
Yeah, that's right, I had lots of fun. I also received great advice from them.
Huh? Advice? About what?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's girl stuff.
I'm so happy that you're home now. I missed you so much. Having you here at home is better than being here alone. Thank you, Paige. You're the only one for me.
Well, thank you. He has no idea that I know what he's been hiding. I prepared everything, so you better brace yourself. Then, on Saturday of the same week, I gathered all the evidence I had, and I walked into the living room where Mark was sipping coffee. Mark, can I talk to you about something? It's important.
Huh? What's the matter, Paige? Did something happen?
Yeah, actually, on the day of the reunion, I saw it.
Huh? What did you see?
I saw you making out with a young woman in this here house.
What?
Honestly, I was very shocked when I saw what you were doing. You told me that I'm the only one for you, and I believed those words like my life depended on them, but when you told me that you don't want to have children yet, was it because of that woman? I mustered the courage to ask him about it. I hoped that he would apologize and explain why. I was expecting some kind of explanation. Was it a spur of the moment or whatever? It didn't matter what anymore. I just wanted an explanation from him. However, the words that came from his lips were words beyond my imagination. That bastard. Just when I thought he started speaking, he started saying something outrageous.
You found out? Well, I guess there's nothing I can do about it now since you already know. An affair? It doesn't matter anymore, right? We're living in an age of diversity.
Huh? What are you saying?
I see. If you already investigated on this, then I won't waste my time defending myself. Now that you've found this out already, how about we make this an official affair and let everyone know, like a harem marriage?
What?
We're living in the 21st century, so I think it's something to be considered.
Oh my gosh, I think I'm slowly becoming stupid just by listening to this stupid man speaking. What's worse is that he doesn't show any remorse. Because of that, I guess it means I shouldn't have mercy on him at all. Now that that's decided, I will make his life as miserable as possible. He and that woman too. That sounds fun.
I know, right? By changing the way you think, you can view an affair as a lighthearted game.
As Mark continued talking like a moron, the doorbell rang. Ah, it looks like we have a visitor.
Huh? A visitor? Who could it be?
I'm here. What's up, Mark? You wanted to see me? Why is your wife here? Ah, hello, welcome, Kylie. We were waiting for you. What? Why? What's happening? Both Mark and Kylie had a blank expression on their faces. They don't seem to understand what's going on. Of course, they don't have a clue what's happening because I'm the one who invited Kylie over using Mark's account. Oh, sorry for the confusion. I'm the one who invited you here. Both of you have been communicating through your computers and not by phone. When you scheduled the dates, you might have deleted your messages, but I guess I have higher computer literacy than both of you combined. It seems that you weren't thorough enough. Wait, what? But I asked you to get investigated, but it seems like you're married, and your husband is working in the same department as Mark. You have a family, but you're doing an adulterous act. I wonder what the consequences might be. What? No, it's not what you think it is. We just did it on a whim. I'm sorry. Please don't tell my husband about this. I'll be in trouble if he divorces me. Whoa, this woman is crazy. She expects me to not tell her husband when she's enjoying herself with the affair? Who does she think she is? Well, I don't intend to forgive them both, even if they apologize. It seems like what you're saying and what my husband told me don't click. Whose words should I trust? Huh? Well, what do you mean? How can we possibly have different statements? Oh no, dear, they're completely different. That That stupid moron was very proud to say that he was having an affair. He even suggested that it be made official since we're living in the 21st century. Isn't that right, Mark? That's what you told me earlier.
Huh? What? Me? Did I say that? I don't remember.
Well, I don't have any plans to make it official ever, and I plan to demand alimony from both of you and make sure you pay for it. After I said that, Kylie gave me a serious look and said, "All right, understood. I will promptly pay the full amount. Just please don't tell my husband about it. Beg you, please don't." Kylie cried while she apologized again and again. Well, this is a serious matter, and my anger is so strong that I won't forgive her that easily. Besides, they're already going to hell, so I'll slap the reality in the face. Well, I received your apology, but unfortunately, not everything can be resolved by an apology. Also, it seems like you were a bit slow to realize that you're incompetent. I already reported everything to your supervisor.
What? My supervisor?
Yeah, of course. What did you expect? Also, I already sent the results of the investigation to your husband. It's probably arrived by now. He is probably very furious right now. What? My husband? Why? Oh my god.
Paige, you did what? You're just joking, right? Because if you do that, what will happen to me?
Huh? I don't know, and I don't care. Oh, and one more thing. I forgot to tell you, but I already reported to your mother that we're getting a divorce. She was very upset and angry when I told her the reason. Mark, she'll probably disown you as her son.
Wait, what? You already told my mother?
Anyway, let's discuss the rest through our lawyers. I'm not at fault at all, so I will make you taste the worst punishment. You better brace yourselves.
Paige, please don't dump me like that. You're the only one I love. I beg you, please don't leave me.
This bastard proudly admitted his affair and even suggested that it be official. But now he's begging me not to leave him? Oh, what nonsense! That's laughable. After that, I did what I promised to do. I demanded alimony from them through a lawyer. As for Kylie, her husband demanded alimony from her too, and they got divorced. Kylie married a wealthy man, but she now has to pay the price of the affair and she's divorced. Karma finally got to her. Both Mark and Kylie were fired from their jobs. Plus, they're in debt because they had to pay alimony. They borrowed money from different loan sharks. As a result, both of them are now working in a strange factory, working there for the rest of their lives until they pay off their debts, and lived happily ever after. I made a hefty amount of money from the alimony that they paid me, so now I'm a little wealthier than before. That is why after the divorce had been settled, I decided to go meet my best friends Mary and Yasmin to thank them for their wise advice. I decided to treat them to lunch today because were it not for them telling me about what they thought, who knows, I might still be with that bastard without a single clue that I'm being cheated on to this day. Hi Mary and Yasmin, long time no see. How have you two been? By the way, thank you for the advice you gave me last time. Paige, are you alright? I heard that you got divorced. I got the news too. I'm so shocked. Tell us what happened. Well, you guys gave advice during the reunion, remember? Both of you were right. My husband was cheating on me. You two were spot on. Really? I knew I was right. It was so obvious. And did you demand alimony? You shouldn't compromise, Yeah, don't worry about that. I made sure my ex-husband and the woman paid alimony. They both got fired from their jobs. My ex-husband was disowned by his parents and his relatives. Rumors say that he's working 24/7 to pay off his debt. Is that so? All I can say is that karma finally gave them what they deserve. Like they say, a friend in need is a friend indeed. I truly am grateful to the both of you. Thank you very much. We are relieved that you feel better now, but we're still in our 20s. This is just the beginning. You might meet someone new, Paige. We're rooting for you. Thank you, Yasmin! I will definitely find someone better this time. Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!